My daughter is coming home from school. Yeah, I feel so blessed to see this age and being a mom of three boys, I like doing girly things and loving how the boys, facilitate that. Make sure we have our tiny little girly things like teapots and tea sets. So I was trying to set out outside, but it was cold, and we were contemplating changing our venue, our set out venue, and we had to in the end, but that was the whole plan. But the weather has not been cooperating lately. But anyway, as a mom to girls from other moms, it's such a pleasure, and I feel like I'm stealing people's children because of the pleasure I get from just hosting them and finally being able to do girly things. My daughter is vegetarian, and so today I'm going to do, and she's still a baby, so I'm going to do, things that she still likes as a girl. Bread and tea. She loves chapati and tea. But on this day, I had just the bread. This is very good artisanal bread. So I'm just going to sandwich it with butter and honey and cut off the edges so it looks like sandwich. And not just sandwich, but afternoon tea sandwiches. Um, yeah, so I'm going to sandwich those three slices and cut off the edges like that. I also have angel food cake from our video the other day. So I have those slices and I like how they're white and fluffy. I'm going to serve those with some cream and strawberries, but I'll also make a beautiful omelette, a stuffed omelette. So I'm going to cut my vegetables. I have some nice peppers, some spinach, onions, and mushrooms. These are going to make a wonderful sandwich with cheese. Sometimes you can panic when someone, has certain dietary needs. But once you think creatively on how, these are just everyday foods, just without meat, right? But we like meat so much in this house. But I also like this because I really fancy, vegetarian meals sometimes, and especially the fact that they can still have dairy. So I'll add some cheese on this omelette. So I'll start with sauteing the mushrooms, and I added garlic into this mushroom mix with some butter and some oil. So that fresh garlic, that will give it a really wonderful kick. And I'll saute my spinach on the side with just a little bit of red onions. And then I'll fry my peppers with onions also. I won't let them cook completely. And this will also go on the egg. I'm going to use a chapati pan because it's so flat. So I can really make my egg big and thin and then stuff it with all these vegetables. I added some methi. Methi is like, man, I don't know the English name for it, but it's a good Indian herb that they use all the time, stocked right next to the parsley and the coriander. So I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's the herb with roundish leaves, yeah? So this is what I'm talking about. These are 2 eggs, or are they 3? So the idea is just to have it thin and flat, just like that. And once it sets, I want it thin so that it sets without leaving raw egg, And then I'm going to add the peppers and onions. Luckily, baby girl loves onions. And I'm going to add the mushrooms and the spinach. And the spinach is just wilted, not overly cooked. And then some grated cheese. That will be delicious. I can't help thinking my mom-in-law was this age when we met, and she would make sure I ate, and then later she would make me cook for her because she loves my food still. Sometimes I feel like it's too much how She will see me after a long time and be like, can you cook spaghetti? Because she loves the way I do it, or she just loves the food of my hand. But I love the food of her hand. So sometimes I wish she would cook for me, but she's aged now. And I think about all the times I was never able to understand that by really making sure that I'm fed, almost overfed, that was her love language, because we couldn't say I love you, mommy, you know. And she used to yell, so she used to really scare me. Still yells, just like me. It seems we have a lot in common. And so I chuckle at the things that used to scare me then. um and I know I'll pay my dues, but I try. And if I could say, even if it's not with words, that you're welcome and I love you, I like you. Anyway, this was our setup. We each have a kettle that sits on a cup, and it's the cutest thing. I think these were from Home Goods, but it's the guys totally enabling us. Yeah. So you see, isn't this the cutest thing? Anyway, I hope you have happy times too. Enjoy your tea. Enjoy the things that you love in life. God bless you and keep you. May you remember all those sweet memories that, you got to enjoy, even if it's in the past, and just think about, reliving them through the people that come into your life. You won't be young again, but you will age, and all the sweet memories, and even the ones that used to scare you, will come back one time, in the future through other people. You were a girl once, and now you're the mom-in-law or the mom. Just enjoy those good times anyway, and let the people around you know that you love them, you appreciate them, you're excited to have them in your life, and they make these kind of times possible. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we have this tradition of picking fridge magnets from wherever each family member or friend visits and brings us a fridge magnet. It's like what we desire in gifts. And baby girl brought this in the colors that she knows I love, pink. It's just so a beautiful addition. I love it when people know you enough to do something that's familiar. Something that the family does. It's just so cute.